The soldiers crossed the ocean home with medals, wounds, and names, while victory's bright windows held the ash of distant flames. The world had seen what hatred builds when countries worship might, and conscience asked the nation how to keep its freedom right. The courthouse, school, and voting booth became the testing ground, where promises of founding ink met those who'd been pushed down. A flag that flew for liberty beyond the foreign sea was summoned home by citizens struggling to be free. In Montgomery, the evening bus moved slowly through the town, and Rosa Parks kept her seat while rules said to move down. Tired will met common strength, and common strength fought law, for agency and gathered hearts can show the world its flaw. At counters, bridges, jailhouse doors, the singers faced the blow and answered rage with discipline the watching land would know. Correction wore a servant's face, restraint a steady flame, and love of country learned to speak by calling wrong by name. Martin Luther King stood on the marble steps, speaking of a dream, and the nation heard its founding words once more with new esteem. Belonging stood with judgment there, and virtue joined the plea that we the people must include the people still unfree. Yet fear could dress in loyal clothes and whisper through the street, could mark dissent as treasonous and justice as defeat. Whenever faction claims the flag and bids the soul be still, the patriot must shun the chain that bends the public will. Then, jungles burned across the news and draft cards marked the young, while mothers read the casualties and protest songs were sung. The soldiers' grief, the marchers' cry, the veterans' haunted face, all asked if love of country must give every order grace. Obedience without judgment makes servile shadows grow, and judgment without service turns too cold to heal the woe. Restraint must hold them both in hand when drums and doubts increase. That courage may defend the truth as deeply as the peace. The papers broke the hidden seal, the cameras found the stain, and Watergate made power stand beneath the law again. No ruler is republic's soul, no office owns the land, when justice calls the highest seat to answer at the stand. The 200th summer came with banners lifted in the air, but fireworks lit questions too, not innocence laid bare. Birthdays after scandal learn a sober kind of praise, that liberty survives by laws which outlast passing days. The Cold War cast its longer shade across the public mind, with rockets, walls, and rival dreams dividing humankind. A country guarding freedom must beware the fear it keeps, for fear can watch the outer gate while inward freedom sleeps. Twin towers fell to terror's shock, and ash became a cloud, while strangers carried strangers down, and grief cried out aloud. Memory gathered kinship close around the names in dust, and sacrifice returned again, through service, love, and trust. But sorrow, if it hardens, may mistake revenge for right, and make the wounded city harm the innocent in fright. True duty needs to serve a world where human worth remains, or sorrow may become the salt that justifies new chains. The veteran, nurse, and teacher stand where public burdens meet, and the neighbors clear the storm-felled branch from someone else's street. A country is not only saved by speeches, wars, or laws, but daily by the hands that serve a quiet common cause. The immigrant repeats the oath with hope inside the tongue, and the child learns the songs whose oldest words are yet made young. The grave, the school, the courthouse step, the kitchen lit at night, all ask what kind of future dawn will hence dispel the night. Now monuments and memories contend in public squares, as some defend the ancient names and some demand repairs. Ancestry can teach us debt, but nostalgia clouds the view. For he who sells a polished past denies what brought us through. So let the dead be honored well, but not by practiced lies, for love that cannot bear the truth makes idols in disguise. The past should be a lantern held where honest mourners tread, not chains to bind the living soul to shadows of the dead. Beneath the rockets of the 4th, deeper questions burn. What do we seek for our own lives at celebration's turn? Not license without neighbor, not comfort sealed in pride, but freedom formed by discipline with conscience at its side. What do we crave for those who share our common air? Not silence under order, not a token public share, but room to speak, labor and learn, to worship, doubt, and grow, where justice makes belonging more than something flags can show. And what must we now ask for all beyond our shore and name? Not empire dressed as mercy, nor dominion crowned with fame, but human worth acknowledged where no anthem is our own, that local love may kneel before a larger moral throne. The person needs a city still, a place to give his heart. The city needs the person's hand to do the civic part. The order of the founders needs remembrance and repair, or roots become a prison and the branches fail the air. The soul must answer justice when the crowd demands its due, and the law must answer conscience when the old wrong claims the new. The nation must be loved enough to strengthen and restrain, to celebrate its beauty without blessing every stain. Patriots awake where three living duties stand: to see the lessons in the past, to serve the common land, and to hold the country dear without enthroning it above. For restraint is not the end of truth, but pride made wise through love. The fireworks now fade, and the folding chairs are gone, but somewhere bells of memory are ringing in the dawn. The fourth remains unfinished while one promise waits for breath, and freedom asks the living what they honor unto death. So let the citizen arise with gratitude made clear, with judgment strong enough to speak and service drawing near. The nation forms the citizen, yet justice lights the whole, and virtue teaches love of home and saving of the soul.